Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by Dean Whyte. Black Box Global represent. Big show this week. Tell us all about it. Oh, here we go. Woo, woo.
At the top, man. Listen, we're going to be selling these at the show Saturday night. So if anyone's interested, actually it's t-shirts we're going to be selling. But firstly, I'd like to shout out my sponsors, Felicity Healthcare, XME Ticket Selling, and Inspiration Clothing. Great clothing. They help me and they sponsor the show. So, you know, big up those guys, because without the sponsors and other people, I'd like to give a shout out to the unsung hero, my matchmaker as well, because those guys people don't really talk about. So Derek Waddell, shout out to him, because without him, listen, it would be an absolute myth. There's a lot of work going into it, but the matchmakers are the dream guys that do a lot of the rough work and handle a lot of shit behind the scenes, what I don't have to handle, but I am hands-on, so shout out to him as well. But yeah, we're just looking forward to Saturday night. Boxing Hash Free, it's all systems go, raring.
What have you and Derek put together for us this weekend?
So we've got the show, we've got a stacked card of I think 11 or 12, depends how it gets across the line. We are having a bit of problems. Even up until yesterday we had 3 pullouts of the journeyman. So this is the business. We've had quite a lot of shuffling. The ball done something. I've had a ticket seller who sold 120, had to be pulled off. We're in the process. We found 2 replacements for the 3. So now I need another fighter, but that guy sold about 80. It's a lot of juggling. So I'm part of a...
What weight are you looking for? Because people see this.
I think we're looking for a heavyweight at the minute. So if there's any journeyman heavyweight, you know, reasonable, if you watch this, hit us up. Best up champ, yeah? No, I know my man. He's a good. Yeah, he's a good. Come on, let's just chat.
Do you want to meet on camera or?
These things, you get me. My show's on Saturday. If you lot are you coming? Yeah, Saturday. I'm gonna see you lot Friday anyway. I'm coming to this too. Yeah.
Just to say, as they weren't on camera, that was Huzaifa Iqbal, top trainer, and Abbas Barral, great fighter as well.
Yeah, absolutely good boy, strong kid. That kid, but I think I lost my chain a little bit, but...
You were telling us you were looking for a journeyman heavyweight, hit you up.
So obviously people don't price themselves out, but hit myself on Instagram, DM. Actually, I put, that's a good bit. I should actually put an Instagram DM asking for a fighter as well. But other than that, you know, the matchmaker's doing a great job doing his job and pulling things together, and we're getting a few guys from overseas. But then obviously when you get them from overseas, there's a lot of additional costs. What people don't understand, you've got to fly them in, you've got to give them per diems, you've got to get a bus to pick all these fighters and ferry them around the bloody place, bring them to the weigh-in, bring them to the show, bring them back to the hotel, bring them back to the airport. There is a lot of stuff that goes into promoting, and people don't necessarily see that and understand. It's definitely not easy. So credit all the people who've been in boxing for a long time doing, you know, promoting and doing it time and time again, because it ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? So
give us a bit of an indication for people out there that don't know, how much roughly would a per diem be, and do you take it back, is it deducted from the purse at the end or is it on top?
Yeah, it will obviously come out of the fighters. Cal, you don't walk around giving it the old big one, son.
That was Callum Sowland. Here he is.
You good? I'll see you. But yeah, I've been training. Shrugs.
Callum's got an injury. He's got an injury. He deadlifted himself.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it. I mean, we put on a very big production, and obviously, you know, in terms of it costs a lot of money, and we want a great look. We're trying to give these guys the look, the feel of the big show, Matchroom, Frank Warren. So when they arrive today, they're prepared of the cauldron feel, as it were. You know what I mean? So you're in, you know, when you walk out, there's just loads of people. It's hot, it's kind of hostile, kind of, or happy, or whatever it is, but you're used to that. Because a lot of guys fail when they go to big shows and they're just nervous because they're like, whoa, I've never fought in, you know, side something so big. So we do good numbers in there, and it's quite, what's the word? Compact. Everything's quite compact, so you feel everyone on top of you. You know what I mean? So you know, it's a good vibe. Like I said, the production's good. We got good music. We got food there, and we're just raring for the Saturday night. And I mean, we put a lot into it, a lot of time, a lot of thought process. Because I like to think of. Take it easy, Martin. Yeah, bless. I'll see you Friday. Yeah, take care. Yeah, bless, bro. So what it is I like to think of what I would like to see, and I put that into action and thoughts, and I try and make it become a reality. Saturday is going to be hot and sunny, so we'll have an outside bit where we cook the food, where there's jerk chicken outside. So like a barbecue kind of vibe, people smoking and drinking, and it's just a great atmosphere. And I've made Tolworth the new home of the boxing for grassroots, because it just makes sense for me to do it there, because I'm from South London. It's not far. It's like Putney, Wandsworth. It's literally round the corner. So it makes sense to me to do it there rather than East London. Some people can sell there, some can't. But to be honest, with the boys who are on the card, I picked some good boys, new boys I've signed, which I'll probably make that apparent after the event, probably. You know what I mean? And they're selling some good tickets. So it's going to be very busy. And I'm selling tickets all the way up to the line. Even on Thursday and Friday, we've got a lot of tickets. A lot of people are coming to meet me at the weigh-in to still buy. So I'll probably end up selling a few more 100, hopefully, or 100 or 120. That'd be good for me anyway. You know what I mean? So we've sold a few already.
There'll be a link to tickets in the description to this video. If Dean gives it to me, I'll paste it in.
I think you've got my number. I'll give you my other number, and then you could just put it. So that's it, man. Listen. What we're trying to do, we're trying to build, and we want to have great shows and better shows. And in the long term, we want to get them bigger. And maybe I'll align with different people, but at the minute, it's kind of, I'm looking at what I'm doing, and we're doing good numbers. I'm just got to figure out how it would work, align it with someone else, and make sure the value works for what we're doing, and if there are any other people, I think there's an Asian kid in Sheffield. I've spoken to him. He's doing pretty good. I can't remember his name right now. Maybe I might meet with him, because like I said, I'm trying to push that diversity angle so people understand it's not about just black or brown or whatever, but it's just to show the strength in just boxing, that we can all work together. Because I work with Mo, I deal with Cal and all of them, but we must have a front that people understand that boxing is cosmopolitan. It's not just white, black, brown, whatever, but we just want to show that. So I might do some work with them. And anyone else, like I said, I've got Mo Pryor. Mo Pryor is a good guy, gave me a lot of information and a lot of help in the beginning. And who else is there? Lee Eaton, big up Lee Eaton as well, as another guy who's been on the end of the phone to help me as well. There's a lot of help. But I've been around the game, and I'm an educated cat that educates. And what I do is I always download data and listen to people and taking things. So that's helped me along the way, you know what I mean? So.
Now, last time I saw you was at Wembley Stadium, obviously in the build-up to an absolutely amazing fight between Fury and Dillian Whyte. I know it didn't go your way, but how proud are you of being even a small part of what was an amazing event?
Do you know what? For myself, it's definitely. He's got it anyway. Yeah, I think being part of that, the historic 95 or 94,000, whatever it is, when we consider the workers, it's probably more like 95 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you say, gutted for the outcome, the result. But, Dillian will come back better and stronger. I won't go into that, I'll leave that. But saying just being part of the atmosphere, walking out in front. I actually blacked it out. I didn't really, I didn't really think too much of it. I just blacked it out because I was on a mission, and I wanted us to have a mission to go, we're going to focus on trying to get this job done. But it wasn't our night. But just being part of that was brilliant. Even after, the fans were amazing to me. After, like, Dino, and then they were just like, Fury is a hell of a man. He's one of a kind. But Dillian will come again, and it was quite nice, bro. Bless. So I mean, it was just happy days, you know what I mean. But in terms of that, was good being part of that. That was in us coming from where we come from nothing. It was a momentous moment. Being in history, we're the wrong side of history for being on the losing side, but being history saying, imagine coming from fighting in front of 400 or 500 people to fighting in front of 95,000 people, which was never fathomed. Never.
Does it inspire you as a promoter as well, though? Because you're starting off, obviously, small halls, Tolworth, building something. Is that the end goal?
Anything is possible. God willing, I can only get to such dizzy heights. But I feel like, I've got a good team around me in the UK. I've got some good partners across the globe as well. Just, looking to get behind me. We've just got to fix everything together. And if that goes down, the world's an oyster, man, because, when you've got money and finance and thing behind you, you can just do what you want. We're moving okay, but I feel like I said, I call it Black Box Global for a reason, because I don't have grand desires on just being here. I plan on going around and doing stuff around the world where we can fit in. And I've got a good team of people across the pond, so it's good times ahead, man, you know what I mean? And I put my work in, and we're still continuing to put work in. I love the game, so I don't consider it too much of a job. Traveling across the world to go to Madison Square Garden, go to Vegas and be at ringside, or be in a box that's friggin' 25k, it's all good, you know what I mean? It's never work when you kind of go in places and people are looking after you, and you're just like one of the top guys and they believe in what you're doing, so it's just great, you know what I mean?
Now, last one before I let you go, you talked about Dillian coming back better and stronger. What of Tyson Fury? He's insisting he's going to retire at the moment. Do you expect that to actually happen?
I don't believe that he will retire, but if he does, credit to him. Listen, he's done everything in the sport. Many have tried, many have failed. Credit to him, just give him his flowers, let him go on. He's too big, man. He's too awkward. He's, like they always say, big Gooden beats a small Gooden. If he gets the fight with Joshua, so be it. But there's other fights that other guys can get on and make, and it'd be great to see all these guys fight each other. There's fights for Dillian, Deontay Wilder, Ortiz. There's many fights out there. Andy Ruiz. There's many fights out there that Dillian could go and make good money and do. And it'll be more, it's competitive when they're kind of similar size. And, you know what I mean? As much as we was super confident in that fight, I just felt like we had the capability to get close eventually, more so down the line. But if he does retire, hats off to him, because he's deserved it. He's had a long career. He's been boxing 5-6 years old. So credit to him. He's a hell of a man. After the ring, he came and he said, "Look, Dillian's a lot smarter and sharper than I actually gave him credit for." Because he came out, he's boxing southpaw. I thought, what the fuck's this? He said, "I thought it was a plodder and we're just going to walk forward and just do stuff. We was going to probably get him out of there in 3 rounds or even in 2 rounds." But he actually boxed, stepped off, fainted, and that's what even Sugar Hill was saying in New York. So Dillian's got nothing to be ashamed about. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Take care. He's got nothing to be ashamed about. Don't listen to the numpties in the comments chatting rubbish and whatever. It's all good. Listen, they don't pay his bills. They definitely didn't get his paycheck on that Saturday night, nor did I. So, you know what I mean? So credit to him and the guys and doing their things. He'll come again. It's all love.
Great stuff. Well, yeah, if you want to go and see Dean's show at the weekend, check out the link in the description. And, very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Danny. Take care.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.